I ain't even been smoking yet.
Oh man.
All right. You all right over there? You ready?
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me today, bro. I'm mad at you, bro. Oh man, I'm so mad at you.
Look, I got shit. Look, I'm gonna see it today.
Bro.
The show was over.
I'm gonna see it
You
today.
literally
I don't know
put
why
it in
you
the
acting like
chat.
that.
This was the first thing we were going to talk about. You put it in
You
the
I know, and we still gonna talk about it.
You
can still
said go see it.
I did. I just said who synced it. I didn't say I synced it.
Yeah, I know.
No, last week you said we all gotta go. You said we all gotta go.
You did.
And what did we do? We all went. And you know what you didn't do? Went.
I didn't
Get him,
win.
Nolly.
Oh no! I
Right.
don't mean that.
Right.
All right. Well, hold up. We live, yo. We live. Hey, good morning. It's still more. Yeah, good morning, everybody. What's going on? You know what it is. It's your favorite Blerd. Quick, ready to talk Blerd shit this morning. Let's go ahead and do it. And this morning on the docket is the one and only Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Project Sinners. And guess what? Sinners is out there breaking records, y'all. It's out there killing it on the entire Rotten Tomatoes. They doing like a whole 100% type thing on the Rotten Tomatoes, which hasn't really been done too much before. It's like a whole vibe right now. So everybody out there geeking out about how dope it is. So we definitely gonna talk about it, even though one of the panelists may or may not have seen it.
Vince.
Yo, come on. All right, so we got that going on. We also have this morning, all of y'all I'm sure have been made aware of the fact that evidently there's a new Silver Surfer. And it's not a new one. I mean, it's we'll discuss. It's one from the comic, but everybody's reception to it is very fascinating. There's also Andor dropping next week, and of course, we all know Last of Us did debut this week. Hallelujah! So we got to talk about that. And Daredevil did have a finale finally. So we gonna go ahead and get into that. But yes, it's your Blerd friends ready to go ahead and talk. Let's get into it. It's the new Blerd Order. Let's do it, baby.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to new Blerd Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga. This is.
Oh, thank God. I was so afraid I looped it. All right. Well, what's happening, y'all? Yes, Sinners is all the craze, and people is ranting and raving. I got to say, man, this is a project that I have yet to see online any real, true hatred for.
Did you just walk away?
Did he just walk away?
Yeah, it's
something.
somehow he thinks his microphone is that good, bro. His microphone is not that good.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. Oh, how do you know I walked away?
What? What do you mean?
It
It sound like you were in a fucking tunnel. What do you mean?
We have eyes.
It got bad.
That guy.
My bad. My bad. Well, anyway. Yeah, man. So I didn't see anything bad about it, and for good reason. I mean, Anthony was right. Evidently, he gave a resounding review of this movie. He said he walked out and wanted to walk right back in. And I ain't heard Anthony say that about nothing, ever. Anthony's a tough critic sometimes, y'all. So when Ant gives it the stamp of approval, you've got to listen. Am I right, Ant?
Oh yeah. And now that other people are finally seeing it, you're seeing a whole bunch of people agree about it. Nolly saw it. Yaz saw it. Ty saw it. Even director Ryan Johnson from Star Wars Episode 8 has saw it, and it's posted it on his Instagram stories that this man was cooking. He said, Coogler, all the rumors are true. Go see this movie, bring a crowd. Somebody grab Vince and bring him too, because apparently he ain't understand.
Oh wow! It's the thing.
Saturday morning.
Ryan Coogler himself had time to stop by random movie theaters and surprise moviegoers. You had time to go see it too.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh wow! And Bad Ty did make an in-person movie. He had a movie in person, not a Firestick a Firestick situation. Excuse me, comedy still in the brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fifth row, by the way.
Fifth row.
No one was coughing or anything in the theater this time, huh, Ty?
Oh no, it was terrible. There was some young people that was sat right next to us. No, because and listen, this is officially you getting it right here firsthand on New Blerd Order. I am done with movie theaters, drive-ins, any public place that I have to watch a movie. It will not be watched. I am officially done. We got our tickets. We reserved our seats. We pulled up. We did everything. I turned my phone off. All of the considerations that one takes when they watching a movie, I did. And then guess what? 7 people, young people, by the way, I want to make sure that's clarified. Young people pulled up next to us and then had the audacity to talk the entire movie. And then let's not stop there, because why not? They decide to go and ask my wife if it would be okay if we move down a seat so one of their late people can sit next to all of them. And you know what? I accommodated only because that's how bad I wanted to see this movie. That is how bad I wanted to celebrate and support Ryan Coogler and all that he does, because mind you, this man is a genius and we need to give him his flowers now, because there is more of this stuff coming. I know it. And look, these kids ruined my experience, despite this movie being one of the best movies I've seen in a very, 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 very long time.
Oh, wow.
But
okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This gets the 2 thumbs and 2 toes up. This is how we gonna do that. Big toes.
Oh wow.
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, this cinematically, the entire movie, I was just more and more impressed by what I saw. Now, I saw this not knowing all of the actual lingo that goes into the cameras that were used and everything and all of that kind of stuff. But then I had the pleasure of seeing Ryan Coogler explain it all to me in a way that only a Ryan Coogler could explain it. So I'm just saying, like, when you go see this movie, man, this is not you going to watch a movie. This is you going to experience a feeling, a vibe, a drug. Because as I'm with Anthony 100%, so much that I actually did watch the movie again right after I watched it, Anthony. I came right home and jumped right on my Fire Stick and watched it again. And guess what? It did not lose any steam, any momentum. It was just as good as it was the first time I saw it. And guess what? I picked up on a little bit of on the second go around. So guess what? I might just watch it again today, Anthony. I might just do that. You know what I'm saying? So
watch party.
Man. Oh man, look! You ain't saying nothing but a word, man.
You can't watch party because it's on the Fire Stick.
Oh, I could watch party.
All you have to do is just
set it up. I can set it up.
Listen.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna go buy tickets.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, more tickets and more tickets.
We got tickets to the front row of Fire Stick. All right, well, I'm interested. I don't want to do the thing where just because I didn't have a chance to see it because I'm out of town, as you can tell, this isn't
that town got a movie theater.
Oh damn!
Where I'm going
Nolly.
directly after the show. I couldn't go Thursday. All right.
Okay.
At all. Hold on. You couldn't go at all Thursday because they started the movies like at 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Afternoon.
Yeah, in the afternoon, all the way up into the night.
No. Thursday show the night before the shows are late at night. They'll start.
No. You are talking out your neck.
I should have started at 3 p.m.
If on Thursday?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was so pissed off. I broke down. I even saw it and I broke down. What's your excuse? Please tell me.
There is no excuse.
Oh,
there's no excuse for it. Yes, there's no excuse for it because what this tells me, Yaz, is that he had no interest in seeing it on Thursday. Because had he had interest, he would have looked up on whatever movie theaters in his area and he would have noticed that, hey, they've got multiple viewings of the movie. And so he pulls up Saturday morning with this excuse that we're just supposed to accept. And we're not accepting it, Vince. Yeah. If this was Survivor, you'd be voted off the island, sir.
Oh,
right about now. Absolutely. 100%.
You're out.
You will not listen.
Damn.
We are the new Blerd Order. We should be running. We should be running to anything that is black. And I dare say for you, sir, who runs to everything Spider-Man, who is not melanated, you, sir, have a lot to answer for. And me being your best friend, I'm not accepting it, and I don't expect anybody on this panel to either.
Get him.
Fuck. Yeah. Damn.
Right, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, y'all enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying?
If we don't hold you accountable, who gonna hold you accountable? Get back here. Answer for your crimes.
I put in the corner.
Answer for your crimes. Get back here.
Oh, man.
That's it. Oh, my God.
Hey, man, don't put me back. Hey, hold on. Don't put me back in, man. Put me out. Who did that?
Yeah.
I took me out, man.
So,
don't be doing that shit.
You opening up another tab and you're looking for the earliest screening near you. That's what we heard. That's what we heard. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you even here?
All right. I'll be back. I'm going to go to the movies right quick. I'll see y'all in like 2 hours.
Thank you.
A little over 2 hours.
More than 2 hours.
Yeah. And don't forget, stay for the after credit scenes.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. I hope y'all all caught both of the after credit
Absolutely
scenes.
did.
We did.
Right.
Absolutely.
I saw it on the Fire Stick. I didn't have time to like go to the movie, so it didn't have the after credits on the Fire Stick.
It did not. It did not. It did
That
not. That is one fault of the Fire Stick.
It's okay though, because I'm gonna give it like 1 or 2 more days. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the crew and all together. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll catch them. Don't worry. We can talk about this next week, Vince. Okay.
Well,
Bitch.
I don't think that I should be the one that robs the comment section is clamoring for some sort of review.
We can give reviews.
We did. Okay, so we can do reviews. I think that they were trying to do today for courtesy of,
because we can't talk spoilers though.
It just came yesterday.
It literally just came out. It's
well, Ty has a theory about this. What's your theory, Ty?
I do have a theory about this. Like, if y'all think for 1 minute that people haven't already spoiled this all over the internet, then that is. I mean, people were technically spoiling it. Not you, Ant, because I'm not. You did a very good job of giving us your passionate review without telling us specifically what was going on, and I love that about you. But we can't say that for everybody else on the internet. So I would put up a spoiler warning, and then if anybody in the comment section does not want to hear what we have to talk about in regards to Sinners, then just mute us and come back when we're not talking about Sinners. But I think it's fair to say that when movies come out, we're probably going to be late to the party when it comes to reviewing it as opposed to everybody else in the world. So let's do it, because I came here to talk about Sinners, despite my compatriot here not seeing it.
Bro,
not sorry.
I'm gonna go see it today. Like, I don't understand why you keep,
because last week you said we all had to go see it by the show and look at us.
All I want to say is, when you give us an assignment, I execute and get it done. Okay.
It's not the first time this has happened. I've been.
You didn't go see Little Mermaid?
Yeah, Little Mermaid. That was a long read too. That one still stings a little bit. So,
I'm starting to wonder about your credibility here, sir. I mean, because it's starting to look like you don't support black movies. You don't support black. That's what it's starting to look like. Because I know if they said Tom Holland was pulling up with a movie tomorrow, no matter what was going on in Vince's schedule, Vince would have been there. Matter of fact, Vince would have had his tickets 2 weeks already. He would have already had his tickets. Yes, absolutely, sir. This is a black-led film. This is a black.
Lisa, come on, Lisa.
Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. This is a black-led film with a black producer. You should have been running. I swear, running track star like you run around them bases when you hit a ball in softball. You should have been track star running to the movie theaters, man. I knew about this. We all knew about this. I had made plans with my wife for date night. I was like, babe, we going to see Sinners. This is what we're going to do on our date. Normally I'll say, babe, what you want to do, but I didn't want to chance it. So I just was like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And then we can do whatever you want to do after we do that, but we're going to do it. And my wife go ahead.
Can I try to give a lackluster excuse as for why I have yet to see it?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and send some more.
We'll listen to it.
go ahead and send some more, my son. Go ahead.
All right. So what happened was my wife and I had to leave town, unfortunately, on Friday.
You running from the cops?
Right.
Not anymore.
Why you made it sound like that?
Those probation fees been paid off for a few years now, so we good. But because she was heading out, she wasn't really interested in Sinners, unfortunately. I couldn't convince her to, but we decided to spend the day with each other before she left. And then on Friday, I had to come down here. I had to drive down here to Fort Lauderdale, and that took up most of my day. I got down here, I did my show, and I probably could have gone after that, but yeah, I didn't.
So Thursday. So let me get this straight, Vince. Thursday or Friday, or no Thursday or Friday. So you couldn't catch the matinee.
Friday I had to drive to Fort Lauderdale. So
and Fort Lauderdale is 24 hours, right? 24 hours away.
Well, the show.
I'm just saying because you giving us a lot of excuses, and I just can't excuse it, my brother, because we knew what time it was, and that's 2 days. You had Thursday and you had Friday. You gonna tell me you drove to Fort Lauderdale? I know how far you live from Fort Lauderdale, bro.
So I just looked it up, and apparently,
oh my God, Anthony's googling shit. What the fuck, bro?
Yes.
In Daniela Beach, they got 5 theaters, 24 hours rotating the movie.
Anthony's not even in this zip code. Come on, man.
Lauderdale, they have a dine-in in case you needed to get dinner too.
Okay, could you go ahead and put me down for a 6 o'clock reservation then, since you already online booking me for stuff?
You want the RPX or you want the regular standard deal?
I don't want to go to the one that Ty went to, because I don't want to sit there trying to fight some kids by trying to take my seats and shit.
Oh my God!
Why don't we do this? I know we're kind of we're not in sync about reviewing and all that. So why don't I do this? We'll call everybody up to the pulpit, and one by one give what you feel about the movie. If you feel you're gonna spoil, just give us the heads up so I can throw up the spoiler alert for everybody. If you're gonna do spoiler free, then have at it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that your heart's desire. Is that fair?
How do we know what our heart's desire before we get into it, though?
That's true. Well, I mean, that's what what you just said is what your heart desires. It sounds like. You know what I'm saying? So I think Ty's probably going to spoil it. So I think maybe
I'm definitely. I can't bottle it in. I want to share it with the world. I want everybody to know the experience, and also I want to talk about it so much to where you're like, if y'all haven't seen it, I need to go see it. I want to go see it. I have to see it. Like I need that type of energy on the new Blerd Order. I need that type of energy for any black film that is done. When you get a black director like Ryan Coogler, who is he is a genius, man. I cannot say enough about this man and what he's able to convey. And that was what I saw, because man, look, man. Look, just get somebody else on the screen before I just blow it right now, man.
All right, let's do it like this then. And let's go with Yaz, and then Ant is already given.
I got more to say.
Yeah,
you got more.
There's more.
I don't want to go first.
Ty, you don't want to go first?
No.
Okay. All right, Nolly, you down to go? You down to do a little bit? No.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get Nolly up first. She'll give us. I think Nolly's doing spoil free, Ant's doing spoil free, Yaz doing spoil free, and then for Ty, if you haven't seen it and you want to keep it spoiled, then just walk away for a couple minutes and come back. I'm gonna do the same thing for anybody out there who's wondering what's going on. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get some opinion or some sort of review of this from Nolly. What's up, Nolly?
I need everyone to go see it. It has been a long time since I sat in a movie and thought, like, I've watched a lot of movies recently, and I'm like, oh, that was enjoyable, but this movie felt like cinema, like what cinema should be, what cinema lost prior to COVID. Like this, it's giving cinema, and it was an experience, and everything kind of pulls you into it, from the music to the costuming to the efforts that they took to do their research to make sure that things were historically accurate, even though the movie itself was fiction. You could tell that this was a love project, 100%. And you can tell when something is for us, by us. We left the theater saying that we would go watch it again, left the theater saying that we would buy a collector's edition Blu-ray. We were getting it on physical media, not digital. That we would buy an art book. I've listened to the soundtrack over and over since we saw the movie Thursday night. It was an experience. And there is a scene, I won't do spoilers, but there is a scene, and people know the scene, that once it started, I started tearing up. Like, I was like, oh, like shit started clicking, and it pulled together what this all was about. And it just, that shit moved my soul. And I was like, you know fucking what? Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, they did their big one. This is it. These two, if y'all ever doubted Michael B. Jordan as an actor, this erases all of that. Like, I know that there better be some extra fucking funding for marketing when it comes to award season, because this soundtrack and score, ensemble cast, best actor, supporting actor and actress, like that shit, beautiful. And I'm a horror girly, so I don't this is like traditional horror. It felt more like a thriller type of horror, but it was beautiful. And the fact that they leaned heavy on practical effects, this shit, you can't get better than that. You cannot get better than that. That shit was fucking beautiful. And I'm gonna go.
All right, man. That's definitely whoa. All right, well, Anthony.
Oh, you might want to put me a little bit later, because I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Well then, Yazi, are you down to go next? Because you know Ty gonna tell the whole movie, so
yeah, sure, I'll go next.
You got to go last. All right. So we'll go ahead and let you get your time in. Go ahead, Yazi, break it down for us right quick. What are your thoughts about the movie Sinners?
Whew. Hands down, I don't think I've had goosebumps going into a movie before. And this movie, literally, oh my gosh, from the theme of the plot and when it took off, I literally had I had goosebumps because of how well the story was told. Thank you, Jesus. Hands down, this is one of the, like, if this movie doesn't seriously win all the awards at the award ceremonies, I think we have, that speaks numbers. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because the costuming, the storytelling, the way that, I'm sorry, Michael B. Jordan played two different characters that had two different love interests, and both of them were incredible. What? Like Nolly said, if you ever doubt Michael B. Jordan's potential, this movie right here will put you straight in your place. And I'm not gonna lie, I loved all the supporting actresses and actors. I'm sorry, but Haley Steinfeld was just, oh my god, her the words she chose, it was beautifully told. All of it was beautifully told. Ryan Coogler, literally, this is a chef's kiss to his homage and how amazing his storytelling is, and the people he decides to bring into his circle to play the characters that he did. Sammy's character, hands down, I think was one of my favorite characters. Like, I was really shocked, honestly. Like, his character arch was pretty beautiful. From when you saw him in the beginning until you saw him to the end, I'm telling you, that's a character to keep your eye on. This movie, don't go into it with any expectations, because you literally will be like, damn, I couldn't have done a better storytelling, honestly. It was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed this movie. And without spoiling it for everybody, Only Morale, I actually really enjoyed the guitar being like, the conduit that kind of brought, the I actually enjoyed that. Like, I don't know. My husband, he plays, I have guitars all over my house. My husband plays guitar all the time. So I thought that was like, especially how Sammy played too. Like, it was beautiful. Like, you wouldn't expect that from that kid. So, I mean, I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was like they say, music is a connection to a different realm. It hits us in different moments. It helps us get through these tough, things that go on in life. And I think that, honestly, it was a beautiful homage to that. We literally, like, music is it's timeless, and it's one of those things that, like, literally lifts us up in times that we need it to. So I think that was a really great, because the devil, like, you keep messing with the devil, he's gonna come get you. So, I mean, it was pretty ingenious. So, I mean, everyone has their own opinions, but for me, I thought that was ingenious. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. This movie, I can't wait to go watch it again in theaters.
Oh, is she done? Okay, I had to mute it for a second because I was like, uh-oh. It got there was slightly spoily a little bit. All right, and to bring it back, all right, I think Ant's gonna get a little into the weeds. So yeah, let's go ahead and prepare ourselves, man. We got Ant, who's seen it first. Gonna go ahead and give us a little bit of his rendition. Go ahead, Ant. What you think about the movie, bro?
Oh man, so sinners. This is I'm gonna touch in the spoilers, so I'm gonna warn all of y'all right now. Yo, this movie touched my heart. This movie straight up touched my heart, and it was something that was so profound, so impactful, mainly because I had no expectations. I went into it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna see something. It feels like it's going to be a vampire movie, but I didn't know it was going to go the way it went. Now, for all of y'all who saw it, y'all probably remember in the opening scenes of the movie, they gave us something so cool, so profound that I actually want more of that. And we were just getting started in the movie. Now, y'all remember the Native Americans? Ty, you remember the vampire hunting Native Americans in the movie? Like, we didn't even know we wanted something like that until I just saw a gang of Native Americans on horses just hunting vampires. I need a spinoff. I need a spinoff just from that, off the beginning. And then the movie goes even further, because then you start noticing all these little layered details like, oh, snap, this is a movie about racism. Oh, snap, the KKK is here. Oh, snap, the first vampire we see in this movie is a white dude, and it feels like he's infecting other people as he came from somewhere else, came to America, and brought this hate with him. I love all the symbolism in this movie. I love all the subtitles, the subtext, that's in this film that's being communicated. And it might just even go over some people's heads. I said as soon as I walked out the fucking movie, I wanted to walk right back in because I wanted to study that a little bit more closely. I started noticing the details down to the clothing. I started noticing the details down to where we had an Asian family in the Mississippi in the area in the 1930s. And this is all actual. This is all factual. There's actually a director they pulled in who studied the Chinese immigrants in the Mississippi Delta and had her as a consultant to make sure that this movie was authentic. And when it gets authentic, it gets way more authentic than that. Now, some of y'all already remember the wonderful costuming that the Black Panther movies had. Ryan Coogler brought his whole Black Panther team over with him to Warner Brothers and was like, we about to cook, we got money, and at the end of the day, we're going to own this movie. So we're going to give it our fucking all. Ruth E. Carter came out and just bugged out on this set. Everybody looks like their costume was handmade. All the details, all the decorations look like that was just made or it was actually there because they just made it. They built a whole town from scratch. Yo, the acting in this movie was on fire. From Sammy's with his little raspy voice, I don't like the RZA. He was cool up in this. Jamie Lawson was, and me wanting her to play Storm now. I enjoyed her.
Me too.
Yes.
And I even rock with Jumpin' Jack O'Connell, who is to Sinners what Stephen Dorff was as Deacon Frost to Blade. Like, he came through and he was just killing it in his role, just sitting there, river dancing and shit. Like, I didn't even like, what is going on? But he delivered. Yo, there's so many things I could say I love about this film, from Michael B. Jordan's dual performance to the authenticity of what happened in the 1930s to the little subtext about how hate is spread amongst people and now everybody hates Black people. Like, I love all of it. Yo, if you haven't seen Sinners yet, this is my jump-in recommendation. Go see this fucking movie, Vince. If you haven't seen Sinners yet, go and bring a friend. This is one of those movies we absolutely want to support, not just Firestick. We want to make sure they make money because Ryan Coogler did something unprecedented with this film. He didn't just pitch this film to get made. He pitched this film in a certain way where he got the final cut, meaning he gets to say what finally goes on screen, despite what the studio might disagree with. And then at the end of the day, in 25 years, he gets the rights back to the movie.
Yep.
It's not like every other movie with Steven Spielberg made Jurassic Park and now, Universal owns Jurassic Park. He's going to own Sinners. That's his franchise now.
That's awesome.
Yo, go out there and run out and support this man because he's out there killing it. He's I don't want to say this name because I don't think he has the same kind of vibe as him, but I'm saying he's following in the footsteps of a young Christopher Nolan. Right? He's on his way. Yeah. He started with doing some little independent joint that was a personal story. He went and crashed out and did some superhero movies that broke the fucking world. And now he's coming back and doing original stories that's putting him in his own lane. Go out there and support this man. I need y'all out there in the theater. And rant.
All right. Did he spoil it?
Someone said something about the Asian couple feeling like props in the movie because they were the only ones. It's not like the Delta was super saturated with Asian immigrants. There were some there, yeah, but it wasn't like a multitude. Like, I understand why there was only really one Asian family. We're not focused on them, but Asian immigrants were essential in the Delta at this time period. So it kind of makes sense that they were there. But again, the movie wasn't really focused on them. It was about the Black community in that area. So it was a good kind of balance for me. It didn't bother me that they were the only ones and they didn't really feel like props. And I do think that Michael B. Jordan was the main character in the movie, characters in the movie. I can see the story being about the other character, but I wouldn't say that he was the main focus. Like, I understand now watching the whole movie that it's about this journey, but Michael B. Jordan's characters were definitely the main characters in the movie. Like, if it's award season, it would be best actor and not best supporting actor. But then we were talking about it in the car and we were like, but he played two characters, so like, is one best actor and the other one supporting actor? Like, does he get nominated twice, or is it like both just main actor and both of his characters?
That's a good question. Can I just add to that really quickly? Can we talk about, like, I'm about to spoil this real quick, so I'm just letting y'all know.
All right.
Yeah. Put it up. Can we talk about how, like, being that they were the only Asian couple in the town. They owned the market on all the groceries. Okay. His wife was over there on the other side of the store. She had all of like your eggs and like, your like your goods, you know what I'm saying? Like your baking goods and stuff like that in her store. And he had meat, he had vegetables, like he had potatoes and stuff like that on his end. So they owned the market in the town. You see what I'm saying? So if you really think about it, like, they're the reason that town, had food. You know what I mean? Like, so they were kind of pivotal in the movie to understand how everything went on in town. You see what I'm saying? So there definitely weren't props. They were pretty smart if you really think about it. Like, I caught on to that immediately. I was like, I'm sorry. Did her daughter just walk across the street to another store where her mom was at and take over on the counter? Like, no one caught that? Just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, it said something real important just now. It was very true.
But did you peep how the town was segregated and how like all the black people was shopping on one side of the street and all the white people was shopping on the other?
But that's what I'm saying.
Asians own both stores.
But that's what I was getting at. Like, that's the one thing that I was like, I didn't get to fully. My mom was playing with Legos when I was watching, so I had to like tell her to shh. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go rewatch it. Like I got my assignment done for the time being. But
I love the symbolism there because it's showing us how Asian people could walk in both worlds.
Well, that's
right. Asian people could walk around black people and be accepted. We go hang with you, but then they could also live in the white people's world, right? They marry into their families. They accepted. They're not as pushed away. They're the safe ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's more like tolerated. I wouldn't say
they're more
tolerated than accepted.
Fair. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But it shows us how it was rocking in the 30s like that.
Right.
And it's in our DNA now, right? It's in our cultural fabric that this is how it is.
It's a fine line.
Yeah.
It's why I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but it's why a lot of Asian folk in America now feel like they are more adjacent to whiteness than they are to being a minority, which is why there was this huge outrage when universities cut all of their programs, not realizing that they were part of those admissions programs because you're Asian, you're not white. And so when they're getting denied admissions now to these Ivy League schools because they wanted to end affirmative action, now they're realizing, you know what? How does it feel now that the white man has not accepted you with open arms like you thought? And that's what happens.
Shout out to the mountain. Everything Nolly said was true. And I hope I got the facial expressions to show that I'm listening. Does it look like I'm listening? Because I'm muted as a motherfucker, boy. Y'all tell me the whole all right, so we gotta definitely let Ty been waiting to get his shit off for the longest. So we gotta go ahead and get the oh no, not that one. This one. Let's go ahead and let jump in the box. Go ahead and let everybody know how you feeling about what he's saying is maybe possibly the best movie of all time. Let's get it.
Well, let me start by saying this, man. The very first time I ever experienced a dual role on screen was a movie called Double Impact. It was I think the main actor in that was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yep. And I remember watching that, and as I'm watching that, I was like, this looks fake. One of the things I will say is when it comes to getting the best out of Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan have such a symbiotic relationship. It's so synergetic that when you see what he's able to take Michael B. Jordan to, where the places he's able to take him to, in terms of his emotional projection on screen, the way that he commanded his moments on screen when he had his moments was a little bit for me surprising. But then I had to think about it. When have I seen Michael B. Jordan at his best? When he's been with Ryan Coogler. Mm-hmm. And And as I was watching this movie kind of unfold and play out, that part stood out to me, how the camera work was seamless. It literally, there was never a time where I looked at Smoke and Stat talking and interacting with each other, and I'm like, dang, this looks fake. Or,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, there was never a time.
Never.
And
The
that
hands-
begins.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
the cigarette bad tie. That was like you
That
said.
shit was blowing my. I was like, the editing is
Right, the
so
cigarette.
fucking
That's
good.
what caught me
That
on
it
that.
looks like he's sitting.
Editing.
Vince, you killing me, Vince.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, bad tie. I just you
Sorry.
put a good point. The cigarette.
Vince's fake listening is throwing me.
That's hey, that part. That's
Okay.
Yo,
Let's go back to bad tie.
but
take him off camera.
nah, but like that part really stood out for me, and the more and more I watched the movie, the more and more I was like anticipating that, like at some point, you know, being shaky or being, but not, at no point, and I don't have to really spoil it when in terms of how many times you get Smoke and Stat, it like literally, if like face to face next to each other, like just, but the whole point is they're on screen at the same time of a large part of the movie. Also, one of the things that also stood out to me was, as I'm watching this movie based off of the trailers. So based off of the trailer, you'll come to this movie thinking I'm gonna watch a horror movie. What you find is, like, as you watch this movie, it's not a movie about vampires. It's a movie about music that contains vampires. And this, when as I'm continuing to watch this film, I'm seeing all of the dynamics in which Coogler wanted his audience to see. And Ant was absolutely right. If you don't really pay attention, a lot of the stuff that he does is going to go over your head because you're too busy intrigued by the clothing, the acting, the beauty of the cast. Let's be very clear. Miss Perline is fine as wine, baby. Haley Steinfeld, girl, you did that thing, girl. You hey, huh? Yeah. My man said, look, when she walked off, he said, well, I don't know, maybe she is black. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, sir. I was thinking the same thing. But it's the way that he went about the storytelling when it came to the music. Because I did see the comment section, right? And I saw a lot of you talking about, you know, the guitar and its significance. The guitar was a symbol, but the significance of the guitar was that it is an instrument of music. It is a genre. It is a genre in which young man Sammy plays the blues with. It was a tool. But the story, the story and the way it unfolds is, you see that all of this music from this genre to the next genre to the next genre are all connected. The semblance of where blues was and how it was used amongst the people and how it related to the storyline from it transitioning to the church, because again, this is the Deep South. So the Deep South, when it comes to music, was inherently imbued to the church. Like a lot of people went to church to fellowship in music and song. So like when you see him start there and then progress throughout the genres and show you how they all connect at some point, I thought he did it in a way that was so, I could, as I'm watching it all unfold on screen, like Nolly, you didn't want to say it, what part it was, but I know that's the part you were talking about in regards to when all of the music started moving from genre to genre. You have blues being connected to folk being connected to the African dancing and song that's singing over there. I don't know the exact uh, uh, place that came from. So I can't say it specifically. If y'all know, please let me know. But the way that they went it and connected that to heavy metal, connected that to um, whatever the Chinese or that dance. I don't know what their thing is, but I know we all caught that when they had the painted face and they were dancing and all of that. So it's all about that. I think that is the aspect that people really will take away when you go and see this movie. And you'll see that it's not a movie about vampires. It's a movie more about um, you know, the historical value of music within the thing. That's why Sammy is such an integral part of this whole movie. Like I might disagree with Nolly a little bit in terms of who the main character is. I think Sammy was the main character in this movie. Um,
Likewise.
I think that Michael B. Jordan is still also a main character, but I think the main character behind this whole thing was Sammy. Sammy was the reason why um uh why Coogler was able to attach the supernatural aspect of it to this whole storyline. Sammy was the one who was the kid whose father was a preacher, and he grew up in a church. He's a dedicated son and a good all around kid, and also has the duality of being able to play the blues and have the attitude and the heart towards that. When you meet Slim, when you meet Slim says, "Boy, you ain't even old enough to know nothing about the blues." But then that's when you realize it ain't about age; it's about what you feel inside, and that was portrayed so well by the young man. What's his Peyton? What's his
Mouse Catone.
Miles Catone. Catone. Okay, Catone. That's how you pronounce it. So Miles Catone put on one of the best performances because I think he's a new actor, right? And he's not like he hasn't done a lot of projects, has he?
Nah, he was a musician at first. Like he's actually singing. That's his actual voice. That's him playing the guitar. That guitar was something that him and Ludwig worked on for him to be able to use to perform in this film. So yeah, this is his breakout role.
Well, with that being said, that makes it even more impressive because when I tell you he was absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, it's like the boy didn't miss. He did not miss. He found the button. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that's all you need to do is find the button. But this movie, I cannot say enough of about this movie and how good this movie was, because I think with what Ryan Coogler is able to do on screen with this cast and to get the most out of everyone lit up their role. Omar Benson Miller, who plays Cornbread, who my wife said doesn't age. He looks the same as he did when he was a kid, because this guy's the child actor. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Wunmi Musaku, who plays Annie, and how she's just great in everything that she does. Can we talk about that for a moment? How is it that you're just great in everything? Like every time they put you on screen in anything, you just shine. And this is no different. Like the way she was able to bring that the spiritual aspect to the movie, and also that one person who will not sacrifice her integrity over anything. That like I love to see Black people filmed in this way. This is the way that I like to see our people filmed. I love us to, what I'm saying, you get the duality between Smoke and Stack, you get the duality with young Sammy, you get the duality with what's her name? Haley. You know what I'm saying? Even down to my man Jack O'Connell, who like Ant said, is the performance that he was able to put on in the moments that he shined on camera. I was thoroughly impressed with the entire cast. Now, I cannot say enough about this movie. If you want to see a movie that will have you in your feelings, have you on a emotional roller coaster, have you jumping out your seats at times, because it did have those moments as well. Have the comedy aspect, the comical moments. This movie gave you everything you could possibly want and more. And I'm craving the next iteration of this. I feel like he set the bar and set the standard, and it's not, and there's room to go and grow with this project. But I cannot say it enough. This movie was great. Go out and support it, man, please.
Hell yeah. We got a question actually only Morale has for the entire panel. All right. So it says, panel, I know we have to move on, but what y'all thought about one brother having a white wife and she fucked it up for everybody, and the other brother having a black wife and she's saving everybody? Anybody want to go first?
I don't.
We the one with the white spouses, you know, Nolly. So I think we should go
mixed woman. As a mixed woman. Seinfeld herself is mixed. She, her grandparents are half black and she's Filipina. And she kind of like her character also kind of has the same backstory. I think where people fucked up is not realizing that she was technically family. So no one caught it weird that she was like, "Are you gonna let me in?" When she could have just walked right the fuck in. Like, I immediately, because I'm a horror girly, would have been like, "What you mean? You was just in here. Why you can't just, you know?" So yeah, I kind of get it. She technically did fuck it up for everyone because she died first. She was a little cocky. She thought she was about that life, and like, baby girl, just because you was with a black man don't mean you about that life. Okay, it's okay to just be cute arm candy sometimes. It's okay. But she went out in these streets thinking she was about the streets, got dead, and now everybody dead.
Okay.
And the other wife was saving everybody because she's smart. She's black. She was doing her little hoodoo. She knew what's up. She knows what was going on. That's why she was saving everybody. She knew.
All right, Bad Time, go ahead.
I just wanted to say this. I don't know if it was so much Nolly about her being in the streets as it was her riding the fence. And this can sometimes be a problem. And in this case, it did become problematic because the whole reason she went outside is because she felt as though, because of her complexion, she'd be more accepted and she could infiltrate their side and get the information that she needed to get from them, and then bring it back to Stack, and basically they could go from there. And that is the problem with riding the fence sometimes, is sometimes you wind up in a situation you can't get yourself out of. And that was basically, I think, in that moment, what I think that's what Ryan Coogler was trying to portray.
Yeah,
is
no, I get that.
like she definitely identified herself as being one of us, right? And that's why she was so carefree in how she spoke to Sammy when she walked up and was like, "Boy," you know what I'm saying? Now, when I heard her say "boy," I cringed because I was like, "Oh," but in essence, what she was saying it is as like a black woman was saying to her, "Boy, what you talking about?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where Coogler had Haley Steinfeld, in that middle, where a lot of people like to walk and they don't want to commit to one side. So they'll say, "Oh," but when it's convenient though, and that's kind of what she's doing. You're riding with the black people, but when it's convenient, you'll go over here and pull up on the white people. By the way, you do have a white husband at home, so you have the ability to move through life carefree and do whatever you want to do. because they don't see you as us, even though internally you see you as us, but you project this when it's convenient. And that's kind of what I saw in that dynamic was her taking the opportunity to use her complexion when it suited her, and everybody else understood. That was the one reason why Stat couldn't be with her openly, because he'd be like, they'll kill me. You're a white woman. In terms of your skin complexion. Yeah, we know your mother raised us like your own. And what did he say? I would kill anybody who did anything to you without like that. Like that, I would kill him. And he meant it. Yep. And you knew he meant it. But despite that, that ultimately was her downfall, is that she thought she could fit in. And yeah, you fucked around and found out.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Aunt? Go ahead and real quick, so we can wrap this up.
Real quick.
I can't hear you. Okay.
When you fuck around, you're gonna find out. You know,
that's it.
And so, like, for anybody who hasn't seen this movie, what the fuck are you waiting for? Like, get the fuck, go out there and see it. Why you ain't seen it yet?
Take him off screen.
Go see the movie, asshole.
It wanted to say something real quick.
Slight real bit of hypocrisy, maybe tiny bit, maybe a little bit. All right.
Can he hear us?
I don't see. Let me say this, because as the panelist who hasn't had the opportunity to see it yet, I have yet to see the trolls come out to take this movie down. Like, am I tripping? Like, is this movie that strong? It's given Coming to America, where it's like you want to complain, but you can't because it's so good. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther, like, I don't see the comment section full of the people that Ant said probably would have walked out the movie saying like, nah, man, this is just gonna make a few people mad. It seems like it's. I mean, 100%, bro. 100%. That ain't some shit to just be like, yeah, no big deal. Every movie, no, 100%. Did y'all see Ryan Coogler's like his track record with regard to some of this stuff? Like, Ryan Coogler actually has not yet broken this as of yet, and so this speaks volume not only to that, but we also, and forgive me if you mentioned this already, but this is not a Disney project, right? This is not Marvel. This is not any of those other things. This is Ryan Coogler's. So that means he don't get broke off a check from the big studio, right? Right? I'm really interested in hearing the background and everything else that happened surrounding the development of this movie and how it differs with regard to how you are paid with Marvel, because now these dudes don't have to worry about being paid by another entity if this is a Ryan Coogler. And listen, this is also given, you know how Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen, they all got these cliques. You're gonna see Paul Rudd in Adam. In a Seth Rogen. You're gonna see Rob Schneider, all right, in every Adam Sandler movie. We're getting that vibe with Coogler and Ryan and Michael B. Jordan. They are a clique. The question is, do we build on it? They even got old girl Lily from Lovecraft, who I know we're gonna chat on that a little bit. So yeah, this joint is doing big things, y'all here. And like I was saying, man, Ryan Coogler, just to kind of just throw this in real quick, and then we'll move on to something else real quick. So if anybody was out there like me trying to not pay attention because you wouldn't want to spoil it, because you're gonna see it today, because you got other, whatever. Then let me at least give you this to chew on. So this is, like I said, Ryan Coogler's prior history with regard to how it gets down with Rotten Tomatoes. So with Black Panther, it was 96% and 89%. Judas and the Black Messiah, the story about Fred Hampton, 96, 95. Creed, 95, 89. Fruitvale, 94, 87. I mean, these are all hella good scores, bro. All of them, hella good, like insurmountable. But dog, when they say that this motherfucker has 100%, that's a milestone, because I don't know many other movies that are getting that like that right now. So
well, I mean, Vince, just to be clear, man, this like the first week of the movie coming out. I mean, like it is an accomplishment to be at 100%. Will it stay at 100%? No, No movie is gonna stay at 100% on Rotten.
Honestly, it don't even matter though, bro. Honestly, because every movie doesn't get 100% when it drops. Let's think about Craven. Let's think about Venom. Let's think about all these other movies that were frankly not worthy of 100%. But then you can think of. But then you can think about other movies like I don't know, what's the movie about the boxer lady? I forget it. I forget her name.
Fire Inside. Fire Inside.
Like, did that get 100%? I'm sure it was phenomenal.
No, but it was phenomenal. It was.
Right. Fences. All of these other movies that be putting out 100%, even though they're worthy of it. What was the one with the Moonlight? Like, there are some movies out there that are worthy of getting 100%, but this is a black-led, black-acted, black-written movie with sounds like a pretty resounding black cast, right? It's popping, and it's popping with 100%, bro. I'm not making light of that. I'm sorry, that's a big ass deal, especially when you look at it compared to this stuff right here. So shout out to the Sinners cast, the writers, everybody involved with that project for finally, it sounds like, bringing us good content, good story, good actors, good characters, good directing, good all around everything, and bringing us back to the movie because, you know, we was getting real series heavy. And so MBJ and Ryan Coogler, who I still think is like the lost member of West Coast Connection. Y'all, every time I hear Ryan Coogler,
oh my God, he's so California.
When I do, I want to go ahead, you know, I want to get all my my folks and them over there. You know what I'm saying? Was coming in, you know, whatever, you know, and I want to get Denzel in there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, who's just over here, you know what I'm saying, for Shizzle. You know, like, dude, you just want, at some point, he's just going to start hyping and shit, and he goes riding the whip on the way up to the goddamn, like, yo, you got to love Ryan Coogler, man. And here's what I will say. Even though I have yet to see this movie, some people are saying that the movie is giving Lovecraft vibes. Would y'all say is that fair?
Yeah.
From a,
like, I mean, I'm not saying that it's Lovecraft, but set in the past,
period piece.
Black.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Black cast,
a period piece, not Lovecraft. Definitely a period piece, but not Lovecraft.
Well, in the sense that a black-led cast that is cast in a period piece that does involve supernatural things. Just for those similarities.
It was just vampires and not like everything that's very Lovecraftian. Like Lovecraft is a very specific niche.
True. Fair enough.
I would say to anybody who's trying to compare Ryan Coogler to anyone else, just stop. Because it's not fair to compare this man to anybody else. Like, because he has his own thing and he's doing his own thing. And I think at this point, if we don't understand that with even the stuff you just pulled up, I mean, he's got a resume that is kind of really proven that he's one of the top, if not the top, directors in Hollywood right now. Yeah. And I think after Sinners, if he wasn't already top 5, we're gonna be talking GOAT talk about Ryan Coogler very, very soon. And the more projects he gets out, the more success he has. I've seen stuff talking about that they are like him and Michael B. Jordan could be working on a Masa Musa movie. And like, so I'm like, what? Like, if he just starts going and celebrating all of these black, then like I would love to see Coogler do, I don't know, Hannibal. Let's have Coogler do the Hannibal movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, yo, like if he is that guy, Coogler could very well turn into that guy, man, because this stuff that he's able to do, and it's not even just the directing aspect of it. It's the fact that he has a full grasp on cinematography. It's the way that he shoots his stuff. It's not just the direction, it's the shooting aspect too. To have someone like that's why when Ant mentioned Christopher Nolan, that's why he put him in the space of Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan has a keen sense of how he wants his stuff shot. And that's what makes him such an exceptional director. And I think Coogler is of the same thread, but again, he's his own thing. So yeah, he's his own vibe.
I think that this is giving me Tim Burton, Johnny Depp vibes, where Tim Burton damn near does no movies without Johnny
No.
Depp, just in terms of them being a
It
couple,
is.
director,
Don't
writer.
put them in
DiCaprio
that-
and
don't put them in
Scorsese.
that box. Don't put them in
DiCaprio and
DiCaprio-
Scorsese.
Well, they only had like 2. Yeah. Oh yeah. They had the
Oh,
Shutter
yeah,
Island
they had a
and
couple movies
Departed.
together.
And yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But my point is, even though these are bad comps, I say that these are basically that Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are a force to be reckoned with when they combine their efforts. What's going on, Yaz?
I was gonna say, Ant, you had something you wanted to like pitch in before Vince came back.
Oh, I
on the
done already
screen.
forgot.
Okay, I just wanted to circle back and see if you remembered or not. But if y'all ready to move on, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Well, actually, I brought up Lovecraft Country for a reason, just in the spirit of that. Just to touch on this for one quick second before we get into The Last of Us